Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's TylerMichael back with the second installment of basic music production for artists. Sorry it took so long. I know there's a little gap between now and the first episode. I kind of got busy with school and things, but we're back. And in today's episode, it's going to be kicks and 808s and low end in general. And so this should be a good one. I'm giving you all the knowledge you need to not make shitty music with kicks and low end. I mean, some of the stuff is subjective, so don't take everything as law, but I will give you all the tips that I know to make the best songs you can. Okay, so now that we're back on the project, let's just give her a listen and let's hear the kick pattern we got here. Okay, so there we go. Our kick is in. So what I like to do is I'm going to copy. So right click, copy, or Control C, Control V, or paste into the 808 section. So what we're going to do is you have your 808 in. And so usually, let me put it back to, this is what it would be like in stock. So what you want to do is to make sure that it is in tune, we're going to hit the S over here on the right for solo, so you only have the 808. Okay, and now we're going to take the pattern we have, we're going to Control A, and then we're going to click legato right here on the left. And this is what it sounds like. Okay, so when it comes to 808s, I personally believe that less is more, because your kick is going to be most of your hard hitting and all of your patterns and shit. So I believe that if you have a lot of extra things like that, I think having longer 808s sounds better. Then it will accentuate the kick a little more. Let's hear it. Okay, so you can't hear that. And so it's actually out of tune. So when you get an 808, it's probably going to be out of tune. What usually does the trick is detuning by -12, but to make sure that it is in key, we have it in C3 here, so it's going to be C. We want to make sure that it's hitting on C. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our audio effects and we're going to click tuner. You want tuner on the track and see how it's not green. You want to make it green, so see how it says plus 11 point whatever or 12.1. We're going to -12 it and it should go green. Now we have a tuned 808. And if you have kicks and 808s on the same track, it's going to get a little cluttered. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do the, I don't know the proper term for it, but it's like compressing the 808 with the kick, so that every time the kick hits, the 808 ducks and then it comes back once it's done hitting. So I'm going to leave my tuner on just for whatever sake. I usually would take it off, but what we're going to do is we're going to click this upside down triangle here on the compressor. It's a sidechain compressor, that's it. I'm just a fucking idiot. And so you're going to click sidechain and you're going to find your kick, and when you hit it, we're going to slide this over a little bit, and we are going to click that line. It looks like a weird division symbol. If you remember long division from school, kind of looks like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it down and flatten it out. thing for the verse section, and then we'll duplicate everything. D. Now we're going to select all, Control D, delete that last two, and now we have an outro. Okay, so what we're going to do, so we're going to level this shit now. So let me click onto here. Okay, once it all hits, I think we already have our kicks tuned. If you weren't here for the first episode, you want your kicks you actually want a clip on your master, and we'll get into this later, but just make sure you have a clip of some sort. I have Free Clip by Ven Audio. I put it on soft clip type, I put it on cubic, and then I bring it down to output -1 because that's where I master, because that's the Spotify level, I believe, and all other streaming softwares, or streaming services, sorry. So that's kind of like the standard, I guess, in the industry. So I keep it at -1, and so this way your kicks can be like clipping and really hard, but don't sound like shit. And so you want to make sure you have a clip on your master. Okay, so I found the key, and it is in E flat. And so, in order to figure out where you should place your notes, I suggest putting in your key, E flat, key scale, on Google, and then you hit images, and it will be the first thing that pops up here. See if it'll focus or something. Okay, so this will be the key scale. So I personally have the key signature, or the scale filter, which makes it a lot easier for me because I can just click the scale filter here and grab E flat major, which would be the main one is Ionian. Let me make sure, losing my mind. E flat, okay, E flat major. So then we'll take it and put it on the rack, and now you can only play things in key. So since we have C3, what you want to do is you want to take Control A, and then you want to slide it all the way up to 6. Or 7. Hear how high pitched that is? You want to make it sound good, so it's like playing an instrument of its own. Bump, 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 bump. Bring that down. I think that'd be cool. And we'll bring this up, and we'll go 2 up, so then it won't sound like that. And so we'll take this, and bring it back. I fucked it up. Okay. So grab this and all the way down. So C3, you want to keep your 808s in your C3. And now we're hitting, do the same thing right here. random, just for fun. Boom, 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 boom. And just for shits and gigs, we'll put this one really high. Let's hear it. Okay, so now that our low end sounds good, we pretty much have a beat. I know I forgot it earlier, but we fixed it. Now we got an 808 that's moving. It's hard as fuck, and it's in key, and it just sounds good. So next I'll go with adding extra percussion, whether that's snare to go with the normal clap or clap to go with the snare, open hats, and extra things of that sort. So hope you enjoyed this, hope you learned something, and check out my music below, and leave a comment if I helped you. Thank you.